Hi there, Yang here again. So we are still continuing in our ranged weapon setup. The first part, we did everything that concerned the gameplay text, the movement set, the character, and the animation blueprint. In the second one, we focused on the previous one in this case. We focused on projectiles, so different types of projectiles we can be using. So in this case, we have an arrow. We have an arrow that has fire on the top of it. We have a bullet, and we have a rocket that explodes on detection of collision. So, okay, that is good. So now, first thing first, content. Here, first check the example. We know that it was in shared assets, blueprints, and now this one. Quickly take a look what it just the item itself, and that is linked to a slot. So we will see, but I'm gonna set up the weapon. I'm not gonna do other logic. That can be done maybe when I'm going to maybe do like custom weapon, because I also was thinking later on in my project, because we have like a slot based system, armor. Why not? Why can we not use it maybe on a gun? The same way, by a scope, a silencer, and clip or something. But that is not for now. I want to have only the same thing like the bow, for example, and a gun. So ammo, that we don't gonna talk about. So okay, so here this can close now, and this can close also because that is not of our interest. This we did. Then this is our gun. Okay, first take a look at the gun. The gun has the variables. Like I say, I'm not going to go over the extra functionality. So we have the same thing. The mesh needs to have a socket on it that we know already. We only need to know which socket it needs to have, and it got a shooting component. So this got a shooting component. The shooting component holds the class of the projectile you want to shoot with it. It needs the socket, so in this case muzzle, then the animations and the effects, basically the sound and the particular. Then here you override basically your projectile speed and everything. That is good. I don't see anything in my direct knowledge here. So back to blueprints, then first go on the bow. Also take a quick look. So yeah, mesh, it's the bow, shooting component. Yeah, so I'm gonna go already take the bow. That's good. And now what I going to do, open that. What I'm going to do is go in our directory now. So in the blueprints, items, we have the melee weapons, we have the projectiles, and we now want to have the ranged weapons. That is of our interest. Same thing like always. And then this is ACF range weapon, ACF range weapon. So that is what we need. We need to have a ACF ranged weapon. That is what we need. This will be the P base range BP. That will be our base. Okay, let's find out what it got on default. Shooting component. Okay, so that looks to me the same. Then yeah, here we specify, and that is individual knowledge. On the construction script, there's no special things, and we specify a mesh. So I'm gonna, as we want to have this as really the base, I'm gonna leave it like it is for this. Class default we're going to go now. We're going to go collapse that and then go back to the thing. So to see what we got here. Same thing on that one. We're going to check what we got here. So it's requiring the type. Same thing like on the sort, the type. The action, and this is set to bow because it's a bow. It needs to have the equipment on body slot and the equipment in the hand, and then here it is equipped to the item range slot. So we got from these settings we can convert to our base weapon type, maybe just to keep it filled in, and then you directly have just need to select them. Then move set actions. I suppose we also had one. Yeah, action bow. So I'm just gonna set it to move set in this case. Move set then. Then a name. Not gonna fill in. That will be then the sounds also not. So base range weapon, that is good. But I'm gonna put it in the range weapon slot. That is already done for all of the rest of our things. So this is the base. So the base, that's that guy. So in this case, create child, dp base underscore bows. Blueprint, sorry. And dp base gun, let me say, or hold on, yeah, gun, because I want to do something special with that. dp, so that will be the rifles, the shotguns, those things. And I want to have one more, but I'm only gonna do those two, but I'm gonna also do the other one in advance, that I maybe have those assets. So that one, because that is a different one, dp base GrenadeLauncher, because I want to expand this later on, like I say, with not only the muzzle flash, but also a bullet outcome, a shell outcome. So like when you're shooting a machine gun, that it's spraying all shells on the ground and that they are destroyed after a certain amount of time. So okay, so save everything. Then now the bow. So the bow, that is this guy. What do we have? We have the projectile start configured in, oh, don't miss you, configured in, where are we again? Here we need to be now, so this can be filled in now. That is on the shooting component, so that is here, that is configured over there. So that is what we need for this guy. Okay, that is correct, already done. So mesh, we take the bow, and also the sockets need to be on your character. Don't in this case it's already there because we're using these, But if you add your own, you need to add those sockets. So the two we are now going to talk about. So these two. Hold on, for our projectile, in this case, I'm going to use is it this one? Hold on. Always verify that you don't take the wrong projectile. That is the arrow, so we can eventually take, and that is the fireball arrow. Oh yeah, maybe take that one, doesn't matter. Then fireball will be our then for sound. What did they use on the sound? Nothing, so the sound is not coming from here, it's coming from the arrow, but we need to steal again. We need to steal the sockets, and that is done on class defaults. Then we have, like I say, we need to steal the sockets. Ball hand. Ball hand. Then I also saw something that maybe can be better put in the base, but we will see. So now we need to have the weapon type. In this case, it's then the bow. And the movement was also set to movement bow. That is how it was set. If we're going to look in here, bow. Okay, and what we see also, a parameter is added. So it's consuming, in this case, range damage. That is what it's consuming. So that will be put on. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna put that on the base, and that's with class defaults, parameters, paste. So now that is set on the base. So every ranged weapon will have the same usage of the range damage, and then you can of course modify this per instance. Okay, save that for that then, that the main stays the same. So if we now go here, then here for the bow it's okay. Now what do we have on the bow that we are maybe overlooking? That we also did. We're gonna scroll down. So here, that one. Okay, that one. In this instance here. So that is good. That is also good. Yeah, you can put a quick sound or something in it. That is good. So the thumbnail here, base bow weapon, because this is the base of the bows. It can only have one. Then the world mesh, I don't think that there is one. Do we got one? That's another question. Bow in the overall folder. Here we have a bow. It doesn't matter if it's a correct one, but is there a static mesh from this? Hold on. Filter, skeletal and static mesh. So yeah, we can use this. We can use this one. Asset collision, that's very important. Yeah, that's collision. So we can use that one, so that then in our case, instead of having that sag from the world item, it displays then a bow. And then here that is already set up for us. So normally now first test this test map. There he is. Yeah, here he is. And then instead of the ACF bow, we are going to use base bow. Huh? DP base bow. This one is what we're going to use. And it has to fire. Hey, look now, there's the bow. Base bow. Equip it. Yeah, it's working. See? It's working. Okay, that's working. That's good. Now, the other one, or so the bow, we don't need anymore. Huh? Now, the semi-gun, that is there. Should I use the same or? Hold on, I'm gonna, here. What was it? Here. And we have to, or I'm gonna stay in this folder, I think. Hold on, huh? So now that base bow is set up, we're gonna close that. The bow can then also be closed because this we're gonna leave open. So bow we did, and then save everything. Now the gun. So open that. Shooting component. That will be then that. Did I call it gun bullet? DP, yeah, gun bullet. So take the gun bullet for this then. Then we're gonna look at. So shooting component, first things first. Projectile star. Maybe call it the same. Maybe call it the same. Projectile star. This is called model. But yeah, we need to put it on the one that we are going to use. So what is this? Oh yeah, that we don't need. Or maybe no, that oh shit. Content, where was it? It's in, I think, low poly. Yeah, low poly. So skeletal mesh, guns, and we want to take a weapon this time. So what could be suitable for us? Let me quickly look. I think I'm going to go for this one. So open that one. Go to the root. Add the socket. Double click. Okay, then in our base gun. Here, make it a crazy value. Make it a crazy value. Attack sound. Attack sound. This and that. This and that. Take this and put it on there so that it's the same like in the sample. Save it. The mesh will be that one. Yeah, standing in the same. It's following the green arrow. It's following the green arrow. So that is good. So hold on. Shooting component. We set our projectile class. We set the location where the bullet, sorry, the bullet spawns. We set sound and effects. That is good for this side. Now we set the mesh, and we need to set the mesh, otherwise we don't have a gun. So now here we go. This is all okay. So now in our class defaults, same thing, collapse it, ACF, start with this. In this case, the weapon type is rifle. Because we are adding the rifle, the moveset action is set to rifle. Is there another one set? Let us quickly. No, yeah, we have an extra one. We are also setting the moveset. Okay, good to know. Because the bow didn't have that, eh? So in this case, moveset is also set to moveset rifle. And that is what I mean when you're doing this, you really, I keep on pointing to it, you directly, yeah, you really overlook something. So now, in this case, it's holster and rifle, but I don't think that this is correct. And we're gonna first finish the rest and then come back to this. Same thing that was already done. So now this one, base gun item that we're gonna do. This is already done for us, so that we don't need the item based. That will be gun. Then here, browse to the location instead. And which one was it? GPS. GPS assault rifle with the clip. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is already interesting. You see, we can use the with clip, but yeah, that aside, we're drifting off otherwise. So that one, and at that collision, very important to check. Yeah, that's collision. Okay, close that guy. That we can close. So at this stage, this part is also okay. Okay, you can micromanage with the rest of the settings, but now this guy, the on-body sockets. For that, we are going to first go. No, not here. To the character, because I'm now using, like I say, I mount everything to this skeleton. And now I want to see holster. That is what the first thing I want to see. I want to add, oh, what was it? GB, no, was it not GB? What was it? G? Is that? This guy. Where are we? No. So for this pistol, the holster will not be okay. So copy. Spline 3 it is, pasted the socket. Now try to locate it. Where is it? Holster is holding that. And there must be, where's the other holster? I also want, so this F2 on it. So I'm gonna call it the rifle holster. Details panel, rifle holster. That we already know. On body. Okay, then do the same thing. Remove first all the attachments, then put it on this guy. Rifle assault. Oh, just do it. Riffle, CB, and now we don't get CB or what? Yeah, okay. Where is it now? Is this one? CS or G? G, okay, yeah. GS. Where is it now? Here. Is it this one? GSB. So it's not the correct one. So remove it. I need to have the correct one. Add GSB assault rifle. That is the one. So I want, first of all, to rotate this like that. That is one thing I want to do. And maybe also rotate it like so. Maybe this rotate this a little bit. I know he is taking it from around the head, the animation, so something like in this case that. Maybe turn it a little bit greater. It is now sticking in the, yeah, I think for the holster we're gonna leave it like this. Okay, so good. That is okay, doesn't matter. Now I want to have an animation. I want to have a animation. And I want to maybe have, and of course now here, yeah, that is good. Stop it. Then right hand, where is our right hand? Add socket, double click on the socket. Hand, for hand. For hand and rifle hand goes back here. Compile and save. Go back here. Do the same thing. Add long. Okay. And my wife came just in from work, so I'm gonna put it on this guy. Add preview GB G. This guy. Where are we? Okay, we are there. So we see we need to turn like so. We need to come up. We need to go forward. We need to come back down. We need to hide it in his hand. So, something like so. I think that is straight, and later on you can expand them with I think I'm gonna do that once I'm going to do something about the animation blueprint, so that we then put the left hand on IK on the weapon, so add another socket for the left hand on the, but that is for later, but for now it's now making sure that this is, so I'm gonna maybe put him a little bit more down like so, and I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, so save that, and normally now we defined our points. So normally now we already tested the bow, but now let's find out, and then yeah, still we have the issue from the weapon, taking the weapon. 1 second, eject. Yeah. The gods must be crazy. Then possess back, eh? Okay, but I don't see. Oh, what we forgot. Hold on, I know what we forgot. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Open this back. What we forgot. Also, put it like so. We forgot to orientate this guy. And the muzzle. Why is he turned? I want the muzzle to be on that point and take a block away maybe, like so. It's working, but it's fine tuning now. And then later, so that should be okay. And then this is all not all the same, because if you really want to do the logic like done in the sample, take a look at the semi-automatic gun, I would say. But this is really to show you how you need to set up everything. And then the types, yeah, that's up to you. So like here we have shotgun, so I can do a shotgun, and there's also somewhere a grenade launcher, I think, here. You see, OPG. So okay, let's test it again. I took it, I'm gonna shoot now, and then how about for this? He flips back, but for the bow he doesn't flip back. So okay, no, it's good. So test it. This is better. Okay, so that is working. That is good. That is working. Basically, now you already have like almost a rocket launcher. Maybe you have like a gun that can shoot, but also has like a grenade launcher at the bottom of it. But if I now go to the shooting component, and instead of taking this guy, we go back to sec, this is okay, so that can be closed. And we go back, look on here, and then take the rocket, for example. And so now you will be shooting rockets, but hold on, and maybe, no, leave it, I'm only gonna do one. And then I'm gonna close and eat a little bit. Okay, so now shooting rockets. So now we're shooting rockets. But I see some, but okay, so we had, so that can be compiled and saved. So I want to quickly check something. So we have an issue on the bow. We have an issue on the bow. So that will be DP base bow. And the issue is as followed. I'm taking the bow, I'm equipping it, I'm going to go here, that nobody stops fighting us. And when I aim, he stop. He doesn't stop. You see? He stays in the position. He is not going back to the bow. So I need to look. And we did that on our character base, I think, not here. Did we do it on this one? Aim, no, we just disconnected this, eh? But we use the same logic, eh? So it's on stop aim. We disconnected that. So he needs to go back to move set. And he's not doing that, eh? So aim is correct, eh? Bow. Bow. Yeah. And then on the stop, when we have an arm need to go to move set, eh? That is correct. And bow. Yeah, he needs to go to bow. Eh? So where does it go wrong? Where does it go wrong? Does it go wrong in one of our settings that we missed? This is nope. Then it must be on item type. Then it must be here. Weapon type. Ranged bow. This is here not set, but for example, if I set it here, and everything is the same, eh? Because he's already shooting. Okay, we don't have anything in our hands now. Funny walk, I was just testing. Okay, take it. And he directly goes to aim without aiming. So that is not. Yeah, because now you're aiming and that is so. Where did we do that? Oh yeah, hold on. We did that in here. So that, no, that was not. This is correct. This is identically, if you're not sure, or if you think from, the bow is our example, so that's correct. Weapons, item, bow, moves with bow, bow equipped, hand. That is all the same. So why he is not doing that? So that has nothing to do. So stay off it. How is it? It has to be here somewhere. He is switching on gameplay tag. So I'm gonna drag that aside, and I'm gonna do the monitor. Yeah, you cannot. So I'm going to. Can I already? No, I'm going to press. I'm gonna to give this guy a sword. So I'm gonna give this guy one element to start with, and that will be then the base bow. Okay, that is what I'm gonna do with this. So when I start, I have the bow. That is good. Now I'm gonna first select that guy, that is spawned, and I'm only interested in the aim stop So it's aiming and it's going to the move set. That is what he's doing. So that is good. I'm gonna equip now. I'm aiming. Ooh. When I see something. Oh yeah. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I'm gonna, instead of doing this, I'm gonna just let him go back. Oh yeah, damn it, man. I have to adjust this. What was the rifle? The law? No. Rifle is this one. And here moveset he goes to the correct one. And here he doesn't do that. So now I put it, hold on, eh? So what I did, I reset it. So here we are taking it. I'm going to aim. Yeah. I'm gonna lose. Yeah. Yeah. So for the bow, in this instance, for the bow move, when we go back, we also need to go back to the move set. And why is he not doing this? What is the difference between this guy and that guy? Examine. Examine by, same thing here, examine our animation blueprint. Okay, actions here, that is no big deal. And here we have to move the bow. And we have the rifle. So the rifle is this guy. Yeah. And the bow. Oh yeah. That's why I'm mistaking. This is basically a bow aiming. Bow aiming. That's a bow aiming, so yeah, it's not like bow holding in the hand. So he stays on that. So maybe we should look if we have some other things. But yeah, that is a side of that. But okay, so normally that logic was correct to set it on bow. But I'm not gonna do it. I want to have it like this now. So okay. So quickly check again. That is good. We take, we are aiming, and we are shooting. Only that the shot, the crosshair is not where we shoot. So that will be when we were working on the UI stuff. Okay, so that is good. So I will say I'm going to round this part of the weapon items for now. So you saw what you all need to do per weapon class. You can also use and duplicate and modify. That is what you can do, or you can start new. So okay, so close it. Base character. Compile and save. Oh yeah, we gave him stuff, so I'm gonna just do that away again, that he starts empty. Yep, that is good. Save. So in the next one, that will be more of a request because we did not really spoke about the relationships in this case, like we are doing now. We have actions, yeah, we are attacking, we are shooting, and we are using, and but what if you want to create your own, or the animations, montages, and everything that comes with it? How do you need to build them correctly? and what elements are touched. So that is what we are going to mainly do in the next video, so that you get a clear understanding. That doesn't have anything, but for example, the hit, where's the hit? Here, hit. Like you see, hit comes with yeah, with settings basically. Yeah, you need to have like the correct namings and everything. Then here it has like a notification state. So all those things we will talk about in the next one. So I'm gonna save everything. Voila, and I would say thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.